In this problem, we are given a parabola that opens down and we are asked to determine which of the following key features are true. Let's take a look at our end behavior. The end behavior for this parabola, which opens down, should have y approaching negative infinity on the left and on the right. So here, this is saying as x approaches infinity, so that's on the right, y approaches infinity. That's saying the arrow goes up, but our arrow clearly goes down. So y should be approaching negative infinity. Here it says as x approaches negative infinity, that's over here on the left. Our arrow is clearly going down, so that is y is approaching negative infinity. So this is not a true statement. Okay, let's take a look at our increasing interval. The vertex is here at 0, 3, which means my axis of symmetry is at x equals 0. So let's take a minute and go ahead and just mark these as true. X equals 0. It is a maximum because it's the highest point achieved by this parabola. And now we can trace our increasing and decreasing interval since we identified a turning point. So when I trace on the left side, that is increasing because my pencil is going up, and that is on the left side, so my arrow points to the left, and that is x is less than 0. So that is a true statement. The increasing interval as x is less than 0 is true. That means the decreasing interval is not a true statement because our decreasing interval is on the right side of the parabola, and that is where x is greater than 0 because my arrow is pointing to the right. So this would have to be x is greater than 0. This parabola does have even symmetry because it is symmetric about the y-axis. So I could take this point right here at negative 1, 2, reflect it over the y-axis, and it maps to 1, 2, which is on the parabola. So this does have even symmetry because it is symmetric about the y-axis. We also can see that its vertex lies on the y-axis. Our domain is not x is greater than or equal to 3. The domain for all parabolas is negative infinity to infinity are all real numbers. This parabola is going to continue to branch to the left and to the right as it moves down. Our range is y is less than or equal to 3. 3 is our maximum value that this parabola will ever achieve. So the range is accurate at y is less than or equal to 3. We can take a look at our x-intercepts. The parabola is close to 2, 0 and negative 2, 0, but those are not actually x-intercepts for this parabola. However, it does have a y-intercept of 0, 3, which we've already identified as the vertex. Okay, let's take a look at our second difference. We don't have a table, but we do know that this parabola opens down, which means our A value is negative. If our A value is negative, so is our second difference because A is equal to 1/2 of the second difference. So therefore, we know this is not a true statement because it's a positive and it must be negative when our parabola opens down.